Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the news. But before we dig into hard-hitting stories in the news today, as always, weather. Weatherman, what do we got? What is the weather like today?
Today is hot.
Yes.
It's 80 degrees.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 120. Not really, but it's going to feel like it. And yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, mine says
hot.
87.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, like,
it's supposed to be
like 92.
Yeah. So right now it feels 80.
Feels 86. See, that's what's funny. All right, so here's the thing. It's supposed to be, it feels like 86.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the feels like temperature makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so, it's like, it's
80, but you feel like 86. Just put it as 86.
So the high is supposed to be 87, so it's going to feel like 92.
Correct.
It's like, what the hell?
It
just blows my mind.
It's like this weather is brought to you by DNF Tool Drawer.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what the world is like outside our doors. Springfield checking in at 66 with a high of 78.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dave. And then we got the upper Pacific Northwest 50 with a high of 67. Kind of chilly.
Nice.
I think so. Mr. Vera says it's 75 degrees. It's storming in Destin. It's because it's not really Florida, but I mean, hey, whatever. Brad checking in Modesto, currently 60 with a high of 87. I was talking to him last night about the article that we're going to cover in this one. Did you read all the comments on that one? Like I told you to?
No.
Literally, that was the best part. The article was useless. Car gift checking in from
what's up,
Portugal.
Portugal.
80, but a storm is on the way.
Yeah.
Remember when you
we
just
have
were
the same weather?
Like
I would move to Portugal because we have the same weather. Just because.
Oh, okay. That's the limiting factor. Just weather. Okay. Remember, but remember before you had, I don't know if you remember, but before you had a phone, it was like the weather, you either had to turn into the weather channel or just open the door and go outside. And like houses used to have thermometers outside the door, like a big, because I know my grandparents had, every grandparent, they had a compass. They had a compass in their car.
Compass in the car, yes.
Right on the, and then they had a thermometer hanging outside of a door.
Huh.
And it was like.
No, we always open the door, like you say. We open the door, kind of go outside a little bit.
Yeah, now you just lay in bed and with your room darkening shades, and you.
I don't do that. I just do this.
Look at the thing.
Oh,
I'm just saying, either it's all the same thing. It's you just. I don't wear my watch to bed.
That's how you track how you sleep.
I tried it. It's just not. It's early in California. I need more coffee. I can understand that.
Yes, totally agree.
Some days I wish I drank coffee just so I could have high blood pressure and feel better about myself. Because now I have high blood pressure and anyways,
you don't feel.
I don't feel any better. North Carolina is 70 with rain coming for the next several days. Yeah, so hurricanes. They got hurricanes coming. So Friday is gonna be or not Friday, maybe next Friday. I don't know. It's gonna be like the deterrent. So right now it's scheduled to go up the coast, but out.
Okay.
But I mean, whatever. And then impact somewhere in that
funny,
area.
I haven't seen any news about weather.
I follow the suspenders news guy.
Yeah.
So
suspenders guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and he's the other night I got deep into Facebook where it was like, okay, well this is all we got left. Mm-hmm. And so that
he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He say something, I believe.
Well, that's why. Yes, and that's why I follow him because it's like he's the first one to go. Everyone just needs to chill out.
Yeah.
Good day.
What's up, GS?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Correction. It's raining in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey.
Okay, so I feel like that's one of those assumptions you just make that it's always raining in the Pacific Northwest. It's more surprising when it's not. I mean,
it's like cloudy. What?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't see the mountain. Yeah. Currently 60 degrees. Wow, that is nice. That's fantastic. Okay, so here we go. It's dang humidity that makes it feel. Yeah. Oh no, I mean, trust me. I mean, we lived here. We kind of. Houston's doing great. 72 with a high of 90. It's like us. Yeah. It's very, very move. There you go.
Yeah.
Move to Portugal.
Yeah.
So the closest Disney there is like France, though. So that would be. Yeah, I'm good. I don't know. That seems too far. Good morning. Although I'm sure they have fantastic cruises. But it's probably crappy. Good morning. Good morning. We build the best install bay in Europe.
Very cool.
I mean, I don't know about that. I've seen some Colorado install bay views that are pretty impressive.
Colorado?
Yeah, like when what's his name worked at an install place. He was just here the other day, and he took his view from the bay, and I'm like, dude, that's like a mountain and snow and shit in the background. It's like I don't know if I could get work done. You get used to it, like everything else. Justin says, warm this morning at 45, 80. Anything above 1,000 feet has snow. Yeah. We don't have that problem.
Good morning, my friend.
I mean, everything above 10 feet is just not in the water here. 76 and sunny in Detroit. That sounds good. San Diego checking in, 64. The high is 72. My wife's grandparents in Kentucky have a big thermostat outside their wooden porch. Exactly. They probably still look at their phone and then they go out in disbelief and say, fake news.
Yeah, exactly.
Good day, kids.
Good morning.
I transitioned from big cup of coffee to single caffeine pill. Same effect, just simpler. I can understand that, but I feel like most people, it's the art of drinking the coffee.
Yes, exactly. Just to feel the heat, a little bit of the heat.
Yeah, see, it sounds like so stupid. Yeah, because I want hot liquid in my body while it's 100 degrees outside.
It's always a good coffee.
Good morning, Danny.
What up, Danny?
The only weather news I get is on Friday mornings.
Oh, thank you.
For the rest of the world.
That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, PA checking in. What's up? Good morning.
What up?
And it is 80 today. Yeah, there you go. In France. I don't know. Disney's about 1,000 miles from me.
There you go.
That's too far. Well, that's too far. I don't even want to drive to Tampa. Just the thought of going there is irritating.
Hey.
It's not.
What's 1,000 miles?
A plane trip. That's a flight. Although it does snow there.
Road trip.
Which is weird to see Disney covered in snow because
that would be cool.
It's weird. Yeah, Paris.
Let it snow. No.
Please stop. You just start the show with morning politics.
Ooh.
No, I listened to Real News on the way in, unfortunately, because that's just where my dial was when I was driving here, and I'm like, real politics. Politics suck.
I'm with Brad. Exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is. 100%. I mean, that's why addiction is so hard to kick, because it just becomes something that you're used to doing at a certain time.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
When you start your morning with it's like, oh my God, I need coffee.
The trip to Kicker was too far. Let's just say that. And the only reason why we did it is because we're stupid. So I would never do that again.
No.
Okay, I say that.
All right, so in the other news, next year we're going to go to Kicker.
And there is a Tim Hortons that just is opening up in Orlando, I believe. So we're going to get a Timmy's, which it's kind of exciting, but not really, because it's still Orlando. Luckily, we go over there all the time. So what's up, Miguel?
Hey, what's up?
Anyways, we got news for you. So let's dig into this hard-hitting, fun-filled adventure we like to call 12-Volt News. And conveniently, we steal it all from our good friends at CE Outlook. They have a new communities page, which I strongly recommend. If you go over there for anything, is check it out. They have all kinds of neat, fun, and exciting things for you to attach to on the social medias. So, and they're working really hard. New content coming out all the time. It's almost like they want people to go there and experience things. It's very strange. But make sure to head over there. And of course, the stories we're about to just drop in your lap. If you'd like to know more, there's always links in the description. And of course, we don't cover every story because I don't think you guys need to know that a brand has a new warehouse. But if that's something you'd like to know, head over to the page. And of course, you can find that there waiting patiently for you.
By the way, tomorrow we're going to have the Q&A.
Oh, yeah. Saturday Q&A.
Yeah, 5. So all your questions will be answered tomorrow.
This is
today.
Just news.
What just happened?
Nothing. Pay no attention. Hold on. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Hint: Hertz introduces high-power marine DSP amplifiers. Now, this is nothing new to Hertz. They've been in the marine DSP business before. Yeah. However, like all good things, they're updating. This is a dual DSP amplifier, dual chip, because a lot of these marine amplifiers have dual zone. What's unique to this is definitely they're taking a stance where they're going after builders now because this is an A to B amplifier. Now, don't get excited and think that, oh, it'll work in my Ford. It will not work in your Ford. A to B is just the highway that is A to B. That is what it's using. And in the marine business, they figured out that A to B is something that is kind of cool and you can do a lot of stuff with it. So this amplifier being A to B compatible is pretty important. It's a big step in working with some of their more complex boat systems where you have multiple rooms. You can connect a bunch of these together because of the A to B network and it'll all work just seamlessly, which is kind of cool. They're not the first to do this. JBL, of course, has had this technology for a while, seems how they are one of the largest manufacturers of audio on the face of the earth with the Harman Group. But we'll get to that in a little bit. These guys will be at IBEX in Tampa next month. We'll also be there chilling out, hanging out with the Modus people. So if you're in Tampa and you want to go to a boat builders show, I don't know how to get tickets. I don't know anything about it, but we're going to be there. Which I'm excited about because I need to check this one off my bucket list of shows I've wanted to go to. And they were nice enough to invite us. So we're going to go and have fun. We'll know more about this as time goes on. But if you're in the boat industry, this thing looks pretty cool. Not going to lie.
No, it's fantastic.
Looks pretty cool. And with, some people shaking off the whole Garmin, a.k.a. JL Audio, experience, this might be something where they can swoop in, get some customers.
Yeah.
No, Hertz does not use a generic DSP. Remember, Hertz is Electromedia, which is Audison.
Yeah,
so they
definitely use their own.
It's a flavor of the Audison DSP that they use in this guy. So no, it's actually pretty exciting little piece. No slouch for sure. Moving on. Apparently, motorcycle sales are slumping as we've been reported on. It's becoming one of those things. So naturally, if you can't make motorcycle stuff, you should automatically make boat stuff because that's where it's at, right? Everyone should just hop on the marine bandwagon.
Sure.
I don't know, but Audio Dynamics to launch a marine series.
Now, this is the first time that they launched a marine series, or they've been doing it before?
I think this is the first time they're actually going in it with both feet.
Okay.
I think a lot of people, they'll make a white speaker.
So they already test the waters, see how it was.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. Audio Dynamics is a unique company that really prides themselves on the fact that they don't sell online other than themselves. The one deal they have worked out with the dealers, if you're a dealer, let's say somebody in Clearwater buys something from their online store, and you're the dealer in the area, you automatically get a percentage of the profit from it, which I think is fantastic.
I think it's great.
That is pretty cool. But aside from that, I don't know much about the company.
I mean, we have the DSP.
I do have the DSP. I've never turned it on. It just uses the generic software. So whoopity-doo.
No, we turned it on.
We did turn it on. I know. Yeah. And we were
ooh,
yay, basic software.
Oh, okay,
so
same
cool.
thing.
But anyways, it seems like the thing to do is, instead of just concentrating on one thing in the car audio world, you have to diversify. And so let's make marine stuff. Let's make motorcycle and side by side and go crazy, as opposed to just having core business and doing a really, really good job at it. I'm not picking on them. It's just merely a statement. Sometimes when you look at these manufacturers, it's like, guys, could you just make your core business better? I mean, I get it. If you made a really amazing 12-volt product, they're, again, not picking on Audio Dynamics, just the mindset of we need we need to make mediocre shit all over the place, you know. And it's like, could you just like really not suck at one thing?
Well, you just gotta do a Me Too.
Yeah, it's a Me Too
That's
thing.
it.
I mean, if it's low hanging fruit sitting over there and you look at it and go, well, you know, if we made something that was white,
yeah,
we'll sell a whole bunch of them. So
everybody does that, so why not?
Yeah, and there again, and the problem with that is it makes everything else suck, because you're going to have these guys that are just introducing trash, and it's like, it's hard, you know, for people that shop with their wallets all the time, then, you know, it's like, oh, I can get this for $35. Yeah, but it's garbage, and you're going to buy a new one every year. Why don't you just spend $120 and get the right thing?
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, trash.
Do you do it right?
Do you and do it right?
Yeah, do you and do it right. I was gonna say, do I? Yeah, of course I do. All right, moving on. Speaking of fun stories, so this one, Massive Audio introduces high-powered compact amp.
Mm-hmm.
On the outside, this sounds like a great idea. If you're a massive dealer, follower, fan base, whatever it is, this one was pretty cool. It's a big 5-channel amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking, another big 5-channel amplifier, because that's what we need in the world, because cars only have front, rear, and sub. Oh, wait, no, they don't. So the reality of this one is that it's nothing more than a new 5-channel that's kind of compact, but in the picture, that thing looks gigantic.
Okay.
Where the fun comes in is in the comments, because so it's not that, it's this. So these are, that gentleman there is a supporter of the brand. This gentleman here is a supporter of the brand. And this guy, Stefan Mantz, who's an industry veteran and been around the block a few times, and is actually, from what I've been told, people used to listen to him. He read this and apparently broke his brain. Literally just broke his brain so much that he went through and he typed this. And the one thing that really stood out is that his stuff is capital, where he's yelling at you. Class D amplifier is not digital amplifier. It's pure analog. So the problem is when you read the description of this product, whoever wrote the description of the product clearly knows nothing about how the amplifier was actually built, and it's just reading off of a call sheet that it sounds like was AI generated. And then, of course, it gets handed off to the news media, and they report what you told them to say. And in this case, they should have had an engineer proofread it, because it was the dumbest description of a product on the planet. And he calls them out for it, where they say military spec amplifiers would cost thousands of dollars, because they say they have military spec PCBs, which we know they don't. They can't. You know, they might have really good ones, but they're not military spec, because you actually have to have done, you know, hardening tests that the military you didn't do. So, and he says full MOSFET with high grade switching devices. So I don't know of any half MOSFETs out there. Maybe there is. Brad could tell us. I doubt it. And so what are high grade versus low grade devices? So, I mean, are we talking high end? So really what the funny part of this is this company comes out, Massive comes out with a 5-channel amplifier. It's a decent 5-channel amplifier. It's 300 by 4, 1500 by 1. I mean, that's an unrealistically big 5-channel amplifier that I'm assuming is for more of the loudspeaker professional market, you know, where you're going to do loud stuff. Not your average everyday, like, I'm going to put in some tweeters, mids, rear speakers, and you know, 18s in the trunk. But the description is really what kills this one. So if you do have time, this would be the story to go back and like peruse through. And this is an example of how not to promote a new product. It's a bad idea.
So we used to sell Massive Audio, right? And they always been small. I remember the Nano series. Smaller than that, what he has.
Yeah, I mean, this is
right.
But it's 12, 3,000 watts.
3,000 watts. Okay. But see, this is the problem, that you have somebody doing the marketing for this equipment that he doesn't know nothing about.
Right.
And it's like, hey, this amplifier is going to do 3,000 watts. And they just put words into it that they don't understand. It's like,
Ed, aren't you in the desert right now? Shouldn't you be asleep still? He's a cheerleader. What's that spell?
Ara.
Somewhere up here it says trash. Anyways, yeah, it's there again. The reality is this is more of a look, cool, massive dealer. Somebody's gonna love this. It's probably a perfectly fine product for the market it's going after, and I'm grateful for that. My only thing is if you're a manufacturer and you want to put out something that explains what your product is, man,
do a good research.
Do like talk to the engineers. Get some intelligence.
But that's the problem. The engineer sometimes is like, okay, this is what we can do.
But like, it's like to call a Class D digital is the biggest. And there again, here's the best part is when you go back into the article and you look at the two guys that like back this thing up, they double down on the fact and they call it a digital amplifier. Mm-hmm. And it's like, come on, guys, like it like, okay, so now we're all just believing the bullshit. It's very, very, very disheartening.
This is Car Audio, people.
This is Car Audio, and welcome to Car Audio. Okay, moving on. We talked about this one earlier in the year where Harman completes deal to buy basically all of the coolest things ever.
Yeah.
So the deal has gone through, which is fantastic. And so I just wanted to take this moment to highlight the brands that Harman International now controls, because a lot of you guys out there don't really understand. First off, Harman is a Samsung company. They got bought. They used to be an American. Samsung wanted to get into the automotive industry, and the easiest way to do that was just to buy somebody. So they bought Samsung, or they bought Harman, mm-hmm. which is huge. They don't just make audio, guys. They make body control modules, everything you can think of that is in a car. Harman is involved in some form mm-hmm. or fashion. So what do they own? They own AKG. They own Arcam, Bowers & Wilkin, Denon, Infinity, JBL, Lexicon, Marantz, Mark Levinson, Polk, Revell. Professional and car audio brands, BSS Audio, Crown, DBX, Harman Kardon, Harman Becker Automotive, Soundcrafters, Marantz Professional. What else is there? The JVL synthesis system. And of course, the parent company is Sound United, is who they just bought. Okay, like, holy Jesus. That's pretty much anything that matters in the like, it's more of what don't they own. They don't own Bose and they don't own Macintosh because Bose bought Macintosh. Mm-hmm. At some point, they're probably going to buy both of them as well.
Loading, it says right there in the bottom.
Yeah.
They're going to buy it.
At some point, they're going to. There's no, I mean, you come on. I mean, holy Jesus.
They own everything.
They own them all. This is the largest conglomerate of audio brands on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And not the bad thing, but the amazing thing is these are all like some of the best equipment out there.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They're all consumer brands, okay? They're not like the Schnells and the Apogees, which I think they owned Apogee at one point. And all these weird, niche brands, things.
Yeah.
But these are all the ones that like
matter
in the fact that like these are what people buy. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now the nice thing is that the companies, Sound United, is not going to. It's going to take some time to develop them into the brand. Right now, it's going to operate as a subsidiary, but with funding. So they're going to acquire them, but and it'll take time. You can't have a portfolio like this and not understand how to bring another company in, because like holy crap, yeah. So and they're not the kind of company that wants to do away with a name. If anything. Yeah. This is going to expand their reach and allow them to come out with more stuff. I mean, Polk Audio used to be huge. And there's a lot of people out there that still look at that brand as something amazing, both in car and in home. Mm-hmm. So to see a revitalization of that brand would be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but this is insanity. Dude, when you want to flex, this is how you flex. Anyone out there that's trying to like The only thing that was close to this was probably back when, you know, and it was not even close, but back in the late 90s, there was a gentleman, Corey Jacobs, that came through, and he basically caused the disruption we have now, which is like he bought Orion, he bought Precision Power, he bought Apogee, he bought all these brands that he just then destroyed, and then they all went to Direct Electronics, and then Direct Electronics didn't know how to handle it, because I just don't think 12-volt companies are good at managing multiple brands like that. Some of them are. Some of them do okay. Like Maxonic does pretty good with it. No, they do. They handle it. Yeah, ADST. That was it. ADST. It was just a tragedy. But this is insanity. So good job for them. I mean, holy cow. That's pretty impressive for sure. All right. Anyways, that's not all the stories we have. This one is kind of fun. If you're an SPL guy, it's going to be sponsored by Orion. The rings will be sponsored by Orion. This would be the only reason why I'd get into SPL, is just so I could get a ring that has an Orion logo on it. I know that's the weakest reason ever, because I could probably just buy one.
Yeah,
but I know this really, that was it. I was like, ooh, because the rings are amazing. We know our buddy Mel and Brian both have a lot of these rings.
Yeah,
and they're to me, it's one of the sexiest trophies you can get. I think it's really cool. I think they're neat. You know, it's like wrestling belts and rings, two of the coolest things ever. But anyways, they're going to sponsor it. For me, was like, ooh, that would be neat. So that's pretty cool. And then also to Modus. That's right, Modus, the good company that we're all excited to see these products backed by Tony D and Juan and everyone else. They're going to launch everyone's been asking, when is this stuff going to come out? They're set to start launch next month. So they put together the rep firms.
By the end of the next month.
Yeah, the end of next month. I don't know who RPM is. I was like, wait a minute, who are these guys? No, it's
when you do the card.
Yeah, I know, when you rev it up. Yeah. But anyways, they're set to launch next month, and then from the end of next month or next quarter, which is October, so through the end of this year, so last quarter and first quarter of next year, their schedule is to release pretty much all of their products. So it's going to be a staggered release as things start to move through. Limited quantities, of course, on everything, but distribution is all set up, and we'll see what happens. So if you live in any one of these geographical areas and are interested in maybe becoming a Modus dealer, that's who you need to reach out and talk to. So, we all kind of feel the same way. We hope Modus does well. It's just a huge hurdle they have to get over. Maybe too ambitious. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they know it. There again, we have a lot of industry veterans that are running this company, so I think we're good there.
See, I don't think that was too ambitious. I think like everything got stopped is with all the tariffs and things like that. It's like they were ready to do something, and it's like,
between Matt and Jason.
Yeah,
I think they have
those two guys are fantastic.
These are two huge industry veterans that have brought many brands. They're the company that got MSC here in the U.S., which is Audio Tech Fisher. They were the first guys to get Audio Tech Fisher to actually work in the United States, because Helix has been here on and off for a very long time, and have never been able to get any traction. Hell, even Rockford gave it a go and failed miserably. So these two guys, along with Larry and all those, managed to get that brand off and running. So to move Modus in with the backing of Tony and Juan, designing some pretty amazing products, I really don't see it as and massive funding. I really don't see it as a problem. I think it's more the naysayers, because Tony's coming out with technology that he designed that's so people are like, it's baloney, it's this, it's that, and it's very dismissive, which I find really that's more of the problem than anything else. When somebody, like, for one, nobody has gotten their hands on any of these products. Like, no, like Tony has showed them to a bunch of people. Like, obviously this year at Master Tech Expo, we had the huge party and everyone got to come see the products. And then what is it? The year before or the year before that, Tony introduced this technology, and which was literally parked next to the Clean Water Challenge the whole time, and we had to listen to this amplifier in this. It looked like an aquarium box.
Yeah.
That had this technology that he invented. So, you know, I think it's really bad gameplay when other people are bad mouthing or bashing something or dismissive something because A, one, they didn't think about it, and two, they realize it's going to be disruptive to their business, and three, they're just jealous. A lot of haters. So, you know, I'm excited about this product. I really am. I think this is going to this will be a direction. This will be a wake up call for a lot of manufacturers to get their heads out of their ass.
Right.
And that, unfortunately, is what happens. These manufacturers, you ask them for something, and they don't do it. And finally, when they do it, it's like, guys, where have you been? Where have you been? And then you go, see, the nice thing is when you play manufacturers against one another and you say, you know, these guys are over here doing this. And they're like, what? And they're like, yeah, they're taking initiative. Maybe, you know. And so then they take initiative. And it's like, it's a domino effect. So by, you know, them coming out with a product like this that's going to work and do cool things, that might be the catalyst that pushes some of these other lazy companies to come out with similar products and or license the product themselves and make neat stuff. So there is the potential for this to become the next phase
push.
The next big push in car audio, because let's be honest, Apple and Android can only do so much for the car audio industry. And if you're going, what do you mean? They're it. I mean, literally CarPlay and Android Auto are the two things that have moved this industry forward in a very long time. Speaker technology and amplifier technology is not it. But, you know, with this technology being it's strictly aimed towards hybrid vehicles, which, did you know 1 in 10 cars in Florida is a hybrid now? New cars sold. 1 in 10 cars sold in the state of Florida is a hybrid.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. EV. Let's just call it an EV because there's a lot of more Toyotas and Kias being sold than Teslas, and those you can't really spot as well because they don't look like gumdrops driving around on the road or shitty 3-year-olds drew them with triangles. Anyways, the Tesla's truck is I'm still waiting for someone to tell me the joke on that one.
Yeah.
It is so ugly. I mean, like, whose idea was that? That's what we have, guys. That is the news. This is Friday morning, which can only mean one thing. You just got to make it like 9 more hours, and then or 8 more hours. And you're done, and you can go home and have 2 days off and party like it's 1999.
2 days off?
No, we don't. We have to work our asses off still.
Doesn't matter.
But if you have questions, we've got answers. Tune in tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we will take your car audio questions. We'll talk about cool things, and that'll be that. But for right now, this is the news. You are informed. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.